Okay, we are going to work on the Sonatina in C. And this one is by Mozart. And we're going to warm up with the scale. You should already know the C scale. 1, 2, 3, thumb under. Go down till you run out of fingers. 3 over. Let's play together. Ready? Play. If you kept up with me, great. If you didn't, pause the video and practice it, and then turn the video back on when you're ready to play. Let's do the left hand C scale. It's going to start with the pinky. Go till you run out of fingers. 3 over. On the way down, it's 1, 2, 3. Remember, there's that thumb. Move that thumb. Let's try together. 1, 2, left hand. Okay, so now we're going to do hands together. 1, 2, ready, go. Great. Okay, so once you've warmed up on the scale, we're going to practice a little bit of the Sonatina in C major, but my best advice to you is to be sure to practice each line however old you are. If you're 13 years old, practice each line 13 times. And the best way to learn something quickly is to divide it up into small sections. So I would say every 2 measures. So like the beginning, you're going to work on the first 2 measures for the left hand, the first 2 measures for the right hand, and then the first 2 measures hands together. Now, if you have trouble doing the 2 measures, then you need to make it an even smaller, divide it into a smaller little piece, okay? I'm going to start on measure 3, and we're going to do measures 3 and 4. So first, we're going to do just these notes in the left hand. We're going to do 2 beats, 1 and 2 and, okay? So the thumb has to move up to the A, 2 is on the F. Play with me, 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, now we're going to add the right hand, which is letter A, and it's 3rd finger. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, now we're going to go one note further, okay? But we're going to go slow. 1, 2, ready, play. I played a wrong note. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, play. There you go, okay? So, if you don't have that, turn the video on pause and practice it. If you do have it, let's do one more beat. 1, 2, ready, play. And then you'd play that over and over 5 times, 10 times, until you can go fast. So pause the video, practice it a few times. When you turn the video back on, we're going to play it quickly. Here we go, measure 3, line 1. 1 and 2 and. Did you do it? Let's try again. 1 and 2 and. Okay, now let's go to the next measure. We're going to do 3 notes in the left hand. Okay, so your pinky drops now, and you're going to go just those 3 notes in the left hand. All right, we're going to do the right hand together with the left, but we're not going to do the trill yet. We're going to leave the trill out. 1, 2, ready, play. Again. Okay, if you have that, we're going to go on to the next beat. 1, 2, ready, play. Did you get it? Let's try it again. Ready, go. Okay, now we'll add, if you have that, if you need to pause the video and practice, that's fine. And don't worry about if you make a mistake. the only way to get better is to keep practicing, and you're not going to get it perfect the first time around. You're just going to have to practice for several days to get all of this whole piece down, at least this first page anyway. All right, so let's do the whole measure. We're going to do measure 4 of line 1. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, let's try again. Ready, go. Ooh, let's try that again. Ready, go. Okay, now when you have that down, and that's what I want you to do with, I just wanted to use that measure as an example. Another thing, I'll show you another part that would be helpful to break down in a minute. So now once you break the measures down, and you learn both measures, let's try both of those measures together. So measures 3 and 4 on line 1. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, hopefully we got that. Now, you start with a 3 on an A, and then you go G, C, and then look at your music. You have to stretch the third finger to that G, okay? So don't use wrong fingers. Make sure that you are observing the finger numbers, okay? All right, let's try the whole first line together. 1, 2, here we go. Pick up your hand. Drop your pinky. Okay, and if the main thing is to use a steady beat and to use all the correct finger numbers. Now, let's go ahead and go down to the last measure. I know a lot of you, I have already worked with the scale runs on the next 2 lines, and they're pretty easy. They have a pattern. But let's go down to the last line of page 1, and let's divide this thing up. Measure 1, line 4. Okay, so first, let's do the right hand. The first note is a B. So let's play this together. Ready? Play. B, G, E, C, D, G, E, C. You'll notice there's a pattern. There's a note and then G, E, C, and then another note and G, E, C. So there's only one note that's different. It is a pattern, but there's one different note before the pattern each time. Let's try it together. Ready? Play. Always helps to find the patterns in your songs, and it makes you learn your music quicker. And if you also divide it up and work in these little sections, you will conquer the piece a lot quicker. Now take a look at the left hand on the last line, measure 1. It's basically the same thing over and over. So once you know the first 4 notes, you know the whole measure. Looks like a couple skips and then a note on top. And actually, the bottom note is a G and the top note is a G. I know you can't really see my hand on that part. Let's see. But you know where G is. Okay? So we've got a low G and a high G. Okay? And then it's a G chord. You know, G chord is G major's G, skip and skip. It's just a G chord with a G on top. Let's try that. Ready? Play. 5, 3, 2, 1. Those are your fingers. Again, ready? Go. Okay, now remember, you're supposed to be playing along with me. So just have your hands ready at all times. And this is a great, doing these online is really great for following directions, taking responsibility, and being really mature and responsible to be able to do this. But if you play along with me and you follow this, you're going to get it. Okay, so anyway, let's do the right hand. So with the left, but we're only going to do 3 notes in the left hand, and then we're going to freeze. But we're going to do hands together. Ready? Play. Again, ready? Go. Okay, now if you need to practice that, pause the video. If not, we're going to add one more 16th note in the left hand. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Again, ready, go. Okay, now let's go fast. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, once you kind of get the pattern, it's easy. Now we're going to go back to slow, and we're going to add the next eighth note, okay? So let's try together. 1, 2, ready, play. Oh, you know what? I didn't look ahead. So this is not the same pattern in the left hand. It changes. Okay. That's what happens when I make videos and I'm tired. Okay, so it's a G chord first with a G in the middle. Then it's inversion of the C chord. It starts on G. Now it's going to be a bit of a stretch here. Third finger C, 2 on the E, G. So let's play this left hand by ourselves. Ready? Left hand only, whole measure. Ready? Go. Stretch the 3. The top note are still G, it's just the middle notes that are different. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the last line, first measure. All right, we're going to go all the way like that. We're going to do 6 notes in the left hand. 1, 2, ready, play. Again, ready, go. Even if you have it and you know it, and I'm going, let's play again. Even if you know something, that's what practice is. It's best to go over and over and over. If you get it right one time, just don't think, oh, well, I know it. I don't need to do it again. Because the more you practice, the better you're going to be, and the more it's going to be stored in your memory, and you'll be less likely to make mistakes when you speed up, okay? So now we're going to go to another note. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. And basically, when you know those 4 in the right hand, the next 4 notes in the right hand, the rest of the measure is a repeat. It's the same thing you just played. It's the same pattern twice. So let's try it again from the beginning. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, play. Okay, faster. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, now let's go slow and we'll do the whole measure, but it's the same thing. 1, 2, whole measure. Stretch that third. G chord. And then the next one is easy. The last measure, just remember there's a natural thrown in there. So it sounds like this. Well, that was easy. Okay, so that's the spots on page 1 to work on. And I would say we might want to try a page a week. All right, so let's see if we can play together the whole page. All right, I'm kind of sight reading, so hopefully I don't make any errors. All right, here we go. We'll go slow and we'll leave the trills out. And then you can go back, once you can keep a steady beat with me, you can go back and add the dynamics because it starts soft. It says piano, and then dolce, which means sweetly. And the next line is mezzo piano, a little soft, a little louder. And the third line has a crescendo in it, so you'll get loud. And the last line is a forte. I probably won't do those right at the moment, but you can add those later. All right, 1, 2, ready, slow. all the right fingering on the third line. But I don't have my glasses on, but I was really wanting you to keep a steady beat. So don't imitate my fingers on the third line. All right, did you keep up? Because if you did, we can try to go a teensy faster. All right, and then you can go faster on your own. All right, so here we go. Here comes the challenge. 1 and ready, play. Oh, let's start again. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and I left out a note or two, but it was pretty close. All right, this is just kind of a rough practice thing to get you through for this week. Well, I'll have to make a more perfect one later, but I wanted you to have something to practice with now, okay? So have fun playing Mr. Mozart, and I know you can conquer this if you put your mind to it. It really won't take that long, and you probably need to watch this video at least 4 times this week and play along with me, okay? And then also you'll be pausing the video and practicing on your own too, okay? So use the video a few times and by yourself. Have fun.